It's going to be a tricky one indeed. We'll just load the riders into the lobby and underway in 3, 4, 2, 1. 3, 4, 2, 1.
3, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was a flight number, is it, or something?
Well, let's go 1, 2, 3, shall we? Adrian's on pole then, much better than 10th where he was in the race before. Then his brother, Christian MM17, is behind him. He needs a good result here to throw himself back into championship contention. And a newcomer to the championship contention, so we say, Davide Teresi lines up in 3rd.
Rare sight, Jack Hammer, not on pole, but he is at the head of the 2nd row. Championship leader Trust and main size rival to Jack Hammer 5th. Daniele Aloe 6th, looking to try and bounce back from his sprint race in Argentina in disappointment.
Spadalongo is in 7th once again. Nice consistent qualifying from him, as well as his Aprilia teammate Ike on the RNF machine in 8th. Kaiser once again is in 9th on the gas.
On the final row of the grid, late standing Piero Ricciuti 55, and on the last place Black 1 for Life, as we say, misqualifying. So we are ready to get underway. It's a very wet COTA. You have to put your COTAs on, I think. It's very, very wet. Let's see if the track dries. We have got flag-to-flag races in 2023, but we are lights on, and now we will be lights out. Great start. Jackhammer like a greyhound. He was flying out the 2nd row. Jackhammer, if he does not get the whole shot, I'll eat my hat that I'm not wearing. Up at turn 1 then. Jackhammer leads. Everyone through cleanly? Yes, I think so. Davide Teresi 2nd, 3rd for Adrian so far. Looking back through the spray, and then that's Trust going head-to-head with Christian and losing out. Daniele Aloe 6th through the Suzuka section for the first time.
We heard yesterday that some of the riders were having trouble with the rear spinning off the line in the wet. Well, it certainly did not do that for Jackhammer. That hooked up fantastic. He's pulled the whole shot from the 2nd row, and I tell you what, that is a massive advantage here in the first lap, because you want to be out ahead of all the chaos. With rain at COTA, it's definitely a tricky one. But Davide Teresi, once again, he's turned the wick up here for the final round.
Crash in the background. That was Daniele Aloe. Daniele Aloe has gone down, so he's had no luck in Argentina. He's gone north to North America, and his no luck continues. So Daniele Aloe out of the race, more like a contention of the race, and almost certainly title hopes. Anything that he had before, he certainly doesn't have now. Jackhammer leading down the straight. Danny Pedrosa, how bumpy is this back straight? It's a roller coaster.
Yes, absolutely difficult straight even to control the
my
bike.
Gideon.
Be careful there.
Oh wow, that was seriously deep on the brakes. Did he get it stopped? Oh my lord, how's he got that stopped? So Davide Teresi then fires through to the lead for the 2nd race in a row. Are you sure? Is he really going to come in with a trio of race victories? Well, we'll have to see if he can do it. But there are 7.5 laps to go, and that is a long way around here.
Trust, who is struggling in this first lap, is risking now to lose many points. Let's see if after he can pick up his rhythm and recover some gap. But at the moment, looks like he's not having the best feeling on this opening lap.
And I tell you, Jackhammer is all over Davide Teresi like the proverbial raincoat. Probably not proverbial, actually, with the conditions out there. But Jackhammer absolutely flying so far in this opening lap. He led the early part of it. He allowed Davide Razgatlioglu to come through on the brakes down into turn 12. Do not know how he got that stop, but slipstream effect coming in now. Jackhammer will breeze on by. He should do anyway. Davide Teresi, look at the steely focus of the players. Oh my lord, where on earth did that end up? Did it end up in the gravel? Nearly for Davide Teresi, back into 2nd there. So Jackhammer takes over control at the front.
What a massive swing as well. 21 points ahead. He was 7 behind going into this. So this really, they say there's double points working in action there. Oh, Adrian's got straight through. On one of the corners there. He's going to have to lose some time, surely.
Oh
wow, he's going right on the back. So I'm not too sure about that one. We'll have to see what the race director say about that. It's Davide Teresi, looks up the inside. No, Jackhammer just cuts him off. But I am sure that Adrian will have to give back some time. But we'll see what they say.
Adrian now with track limits, so he will have to be very careful in the next corners. There's still many laps remaining and many chicanes where it's possible to make another mistake. So he will have to really back it up and make sure he doesn't make another track limits.
And 2 track limits, Danny, early on in this race. He's got 6.5 laps to go.
That's
with
why.
Just 2 more before the penalty. So that's going to be tricky.
Exactly. You have to be very much on point. And at the same time, you have to battle for improve your position. And a massive attack now from Davide.
Oh, anything you can do, he can do better. Davide Teresi went for the apex. He was shoved off it on the exit because Jackhammer was not taking that line down. Try it once, sunshine, you will not do it again. Jackhammer asserting authority. He might need to assert it again here. This is into this finally the last of that consecutive run of first gear corners through the right-handers now. This is so slippery in the wet conditions.
Yeah, Davide Teresi then not taking no for an answer at the minute with Jackhammer. Some lovely racecraft, it has to be said, from Jackhammer to cut back underneath him there on the exit of turn 12. Fantastic stuff from the KTM riders. Once again, Davide Teresi is poking his nose in, but once again, Jackhammer just parks the KTM right in the way and he cannot get through. 2 laps completed, only 2. We're firing on to lap 3 now.
2 laps, a long way to go in this race yet. No surprise to see Jackhammer with the fastest lap, but this race has settled down. Trast, look how far back he is, Danny. He's nowhere. Trast is struggling.
Yeah, he's struggling big time, and as we remember, the audience is double points for this race, so he's gonna lose a lot of points, and it's important at the moment to keep, if he cannot feel it, he can keep close as much as he can, because these guys still can make a mistake, they can crash. So you also, if you play it a little bit safe, it's a good strategy when he already now gets the track limits as well from Trust. So I think it's going to be a tricky next laps, but it's important always to stay on the bike.
Oh my God, surely not!
That's not a place where you can overtake normally. Is Jack's going to fight back for him on turn 10? Unbelievable!
What a fight.
This is like Dovizioso and Marquez in the way back in Motogp 2017. Let's see what the outcome's going to be. I was just going to say, with this aggression, Danny, that Jackhammer is in a much more vulnerable position than Davide. And if he's caught in an accident that's not his own, that's going to really annoy him, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure he's taking a big risk, but at the moment Davide is feeling it today, and he's taking his chance. Anyway, I think Jackhammer is trying to get the maximum points as possible, but for the moment he's finding a good rival on track.
Yeah, let's take a look at this championship. Thanks for that input, Danny. That is very important indeed. What you're saying, look at what it means during the championship. Jackhammer, even if he finishes second, if he keeps his nose clean, he's still got a 21-point lead over Adrian and Trust. I know it can all change at the next round, the last round in Malaysia, but massive shift. And I make it my reckoning, Jack, in the last few years we've been watching Jackhammer, that would be the first time he leads a championship, and what a moment to do it.
Absolutely, it would be, yeah. We've never seen Jackhammer at the head of the standings. He's always been quick, but for some reason he's not quite been able to put it together in races until, we have to say, only the second half of this season. He's suddenly come alive, got all the kinks worked out, and I tell you what, a 21-point swing, 21-point lead, I should say, going into the final race, even though it is double points, is certainly not bad at all.
And while we are speaking, fastest lap for Trust this time with 2 minutes 9 seconds, so he's coming back into contention.
All 5 riders in the same picture for the first time, really, looking very close. Do some live maths on air. It looks about 2 seconds to me that is the gap. But Trust is the man on a mission. He's got the magnets on. He's taking liberties again. No, that'll be a track limits warning for certain. So Trust, that'll be his second one. That'll be strike number 2 against his name. But he's caught Christian MM17. And he's looking to try and get through, but it's one thing catching and another thing passing.
Absolutely, yeah. We've seen Davide Teresi have no issue passing though, so I'm sure that Trastevere will also be able to make short work of them. The 25. Piero Ricciuti's gone down, that's a shame for the stand-in. I think actually as well, it popped up that Christian got a track limits warning just there as well. So he now needs to be careful as well, as actually Jackhammer is the only one in the top 5 that still does not have a track limits warning.
How positive is that going to be for Jack, Danny, that he's riding free, he's in second, obviously good pace, but no track limits warning. That's good for him so far.
Yeah, of course, he still have some margin to play with. When Trust is coming into the inside,
that's not what he could have done.
The leader.
He needed that like a kick in the teeth from a donkey. Oh my dear Lord, Trust. To be fair, they were so far ahead of everyone anyway, he crashed and still made a position up. He went from 5th to 4th to the gravel and back to 4th where he was when he crashed. So Trust, or crashed, 73, is still 4th, but that is going to be looked into, I'm sure, because that has wrecked any chance that Christian MM17 had, because it's put him a second. And another warning for Trust.
Reckless riding warning this time. So that is a big strike.
What is that going to do for the championship? What is that going to do for the championship? You know, he's made up some points here. Jackhammer, who has stayed in second whilst Trast has made one place up, now needs more than ever to get ahead of Davide Cerisi.
I've never seen a rider go for an overtake, crash during the overtake, and still make up the position. So that's quite an impressive one. Look at that then.
Massive swing
7 points. Again. Wow. That is a real big change from the last championship graphic that we did see. But you can see it is still Jackhammer sitting in second, but he's got a whole load of pressure from the reigning world champion, Adrian, right behind him, who would slip to third and just 11 points behind. It could be 13 points covering the top 4 as we go into the final round. Are you joking? Unbelievable. But there's another one for Davide Cerisi on track limits.
And not just that, though. If Jackhammer drops a place here to Adrian, live maths on air, never a good thing, but it would be 1 point in the favour of Trast going into the last round. So even though Jackhammer put the flag out now, is your new championship leader, he would be, if he loses one place, 1 point behind Trast going to Sepang. And look at Davide Cerisi. A win next time out for him, and with Jackhammer and Trast third or lower, and he's bought himself a title, unreal. And look at it, head to head here, half a second covering the top 3.
It's unbelievable. We were selling this final round as the top 4 covered by 22 points. That top 4 did not include Davide Cerisi, but he's pulling it out the bag now, and he might just put in a late charge to become the world champion in 2023. But not if anything this man has to say about it. Adrian, he's fighting hard. He's still winless in 2023. Don't forget.
Don't remember, he's trying.
He's lost a little bit of time there going on the curb, wide on the exit, but he's still right there, and he's definitely applying the pressure now. Of these 3, he looks like the quickest to me.
I like very much the strategy from Adrian, who is trying to take it as calm as possible and trying to be close and maybe waiting for the mistakes of the first 2 guys. But because at the beginning they were fighting very strong, and now it looks like Jackhammer took a little step back and maybe try to attack another time at the end of the race.
Oof. And who would you want to be, Danny, in this position? And what, comfortable leading out front, attacking and defending in second, or full attack mode in third?
I think Jackhammer has quite good control over the race, but Davide is playing very strong today, so you can see it's immediately attacking back, so he doesn't want to give up this first position.
Incredible there. Jackhammer let that roll right into the apex. Davide Cerisi tried to turn it under him, but Jack just so fast. Davide Cerisi, I remind everybody here, and if you've not been following us in 2023, it's a rookie. Davide Cerisi is a rookie. You never guess. Trast is a 3-time world champion here in eSports. 3 titles to his name. P nowhere really. 4th at the moment. Davide Cerisi riding very, very well so far. But Jackhammer leading for now. But we know that bit of a moment there for Davide Cerisi.
Little cuts for Davide there in that corner where looks like Davide will try win or lose it. It looks like doesn't care about crashing. But at the moment playing very strong race, and let's see if Adrian can make a certain improvement here and try to step up 1 position.
And this is where Davide, sorry Jack, just to come in, this is where Davide's been so strong. I think even for Davide, he's a bit too far back this time. Let's wait and see.
I'm not sure,
Here we go, down. Why, he's getting right up close to that KTM
He's parked
swing
on the apex, hasn't he? Certainly turned it lovely and tight there, and he's going to drop it over the nose.
Hello.
Oh my lord, what a move that is from Davide Cerisi.
Hard?
Certainly he's aggressive, he's ferocious with these moves, but look at Jackhammer fighting back in a place where you wouldn't think it could be possible. Is he going to turn it under him now? He's certainly going to catch the KTM there, places it on the inside. Is he going to turn that RC16 under him here again? Oh, I think that Prima Pramac Racing Ducati's parked right in the middle.
Was parked
Great
as well.
riding from the pair of them, and it's happening again.
Impressive
Unbelievable.
Inside there, but Jackhammer is risking it all.
He needs to, and this is like watching a couple of World Superbike races in recent rounds. Is it that top bracket up row, up inside? Look at this! Look at the focus. How can they be so calm? We're going mental here on the caster's position. Davide Cerisi leading again. 1 more time. We cross the line. Penultimate lap time. Jackhammer back ahead. Davide Cerisi going to try and look on the inside. No, he goes the long way. He's going to have to yield that though. Adrian's licking his chops. Look at this.
And now Adrian's in there.
He's
down. Adrian's down.
That's that. Adrian, surely that's a huge dent in his championship. But Davide Cerisi and Jackhammer Deary me, Strictly Come Dancing is on later tonight, and this is what we want to see. This is poetry in motion. These two are absolutely dancing in the rain.
Well, I think that championship standing graphic might
It's
be a little bit out of date,
Ignore it.
because surely Adrian will be losing more points than that. He's not going to be 11. It's going to be more than that. That is a massive moment for the defence of Adrian's 2022 crown. If you have to tell me now, I think that could be game over. That might be it for Adrian. Even though we've got one race to go, you just don't cover that many points back in one race.
Well, unless your name's Davide Teresi, don't
This
forget
is true.
double
This
points
is
on
true.
offer. Double points are absolutely throwing this title race on its head. We're on with Trast now. Trast is in third place, but he's got another track limit. One more and he will have a long lap. Trast 73, dearie me. He's got 1 lap and a half to go to try and keep that between the white lines. Trast 73 is going to be, and Christian MM17 in 5th place, doesn't matter too much there, and Spadalongo in 8th. Let's give a mention to the Aprilia rider. All of them riders on 4 strikes at the minute, 1 more and they are on a long lap, even at this late stage of the race. We're looking back at the front. Jack Hammer leads Davide Teresi. We have got a lap and a sector to go. Danny Pedrosa, who is your prediction in this head-to-head fight?
Well, it's hard to pick one because looks like David is giving it all, and Jack Hammer wants maximum points to secure this championship. But I think David is going for it.
Whoa, so he's not saying the KTM rider then. Okay, we'll have to ask Pit Byron what he thinks about that one at the end of this. But anyway, last lap time, here we go. Will it be Jack Hammer? Will it be Davide Teresi? Unbelievably, these two are now the prime favourites, I would say, for this 2023 Global Series crown. And Davide Teresi, you can be sure, is going to be firing up the inside at some point.
They're going to throw the kitchen out of its own front door at this rate. Jack Hammer leads so far down the hill. There's a bump here in real life, not in here. Oh
my Lord,
round the outside.
surely
No, not this time. He tried, he had a think about it, he didn't execute it. So, 1 line through here. This is the stake section, as we call it. Side to side to
he's
side.
so fast.
Look at Jack Hammer putting that KTM right in Davide Teresi's way. He's a rolling roadblock. And at this point in the race, it doesn't matter about pace, it matters about position. And Jack Hammer has got the lead, but he's got track position as well, although he is vulnerable into the 2 dead stop hairpin.
Yeah, Danny, which corner would you go for here if this was you?
I think I would go on the back straight. At the end of the long straight, I would try hard. But Jack Hammer is racing very well at the moment, defending this position.
Well, he's gone one early compared to where you said. He's gone before the back straight. Will Jack Hammer get that wound rig up on the KTM RC16? He's going to tuck into the slipstream now as we fire down the back straight for the final time. He doesn't even need the slipstream at this point. Elbow to elbow, side by side, down the back straight. The last lap, this could decide who goes into the final race in the title lead. Oh, my Lord, Jack Hammer. Unbelievable. He's thrown it away, and he may have well thrown himself out of championship contention as well. Jack Hammer is going to win here in race 7 of the Global Series.
Unreal scenes then. Davide Teresi, he left it all on the line, and in the end, he's going to come away probably with second. But that is an enormous turn. Off screen, Adrian is into third, he's ahead of Trast, so Trast loses another place. Jack Hammer is going to be licking his chops here.
Oh, here we go.
Trast, he's going to headbutt the Honda in a minute. This is through the vast rights at the end of the lap. Keinster's down. That doesn't really matter in the context of this title race. We're going to pick them up through the final few corners. Trast is going to have a massive
There he goes, there he goes.
He's going to have a go. Wise defending there from Adrian. Trast on the inside. Not going to happen. Jack Hammer takes victory. You can see the celebrations.
There it is. The number 1. He knows that is massive going into this final race of the season.
Here we go. Jack Hammer, you winner.
So Jack Hammer does win then. A massive victory for him in this 2023 title race with just 1 race to go. Davide Teresi takes second place despite crashing out on the final lap whilst going for the win. Adrian takes third, just ahead of Trastevere and Christian MM17 with that 5th place. You'd have to say that he is now a little bit out of it. Daniele Eloe takes 6th and Piero Ricciuti, solid ride from him, stepping in for just this final round from Ike, Plat 1 for life, Keinster and Spadalongo rounds out our runners in 11th place.
Fantastic racing. Championship. Look at this. Look at this. Jack Hammer, 191 points. Whatever happens, he will be first or second. If he's first or second, he's going to be champion. If he's third and Trast wins, then we've got the title decided by a point. Can you believe it? That is how it looks in the main part of the title race. Jack Hammer, Trast, Adrian, Davide Teresi, 33 points back. Christian MM17 in 5th. Daniele Aloe completing that top 6. But Jackhammer, it's a late charge, but he is your new championship leader.